Hello there, and as usual, I'm Aaron from Let's Stay Gamers, and welcome. So today we're taking a look at this beautiful ship created by Buruj Leedle. Now we've featured quite a few of his designs in the past, and this is another one that doesn't fail to disappoint. This is the Buruj, hopefully I've said that correctly, Recon ship, and it's a case of a small ship gone wild without any sort of modifications, and I think that's what really turns this ship into quite a spectacle. So it's outfitted to go both into a planet with its in-atmospheric thrusters as well as its hydrogen thrusters, so it can explore as well. So we'll start on the exterior and then we'll work our way inside that. Are both very detailed. Now something I really like at the front here is it seems to have used the large ship glass windows, and what that does is just gives a great view from the cockpit here. We'll just tuck inside quickly and you can see just how much of a view you'll get in. Now as we come around the side we have this rather interesting creation. This is actually a rotating Gatling gun rocket system that is created on the side here for a little bit more firepower and something cool as well. So as we've got that really nice slope from the cockpit, we move to these external sort of outriggers that hold a little bit of an atmospheric thruster, and just look at the detailing that is done here with combined in between the three colours. So as you can see, we have the orange, we have the grey colour, and we also have the white here. Just look how he's recessed different areas in it. Just creates a little bit of tone, a little bit of detail into the actual ship as we have a look there. And that's something that you can do to your ship to just make it that much more fantastic. And also it just inserted one or two round blocks in areas as well to create maybe like a beacon or a compartment that could be opened. And as we step around into this area, we've got some more thrusters, more hydrogen thrusters, and we've got the start of one of the engine bay cells on the side. But I don't want to neglect really these areas here. Look how he's leveled it up, so you can see how it goes nicely across with this white area, and then he steps it back up into this engine bay with this outrigging orange little bit of detail. Just so much detail and time must have gone into this and planning to get a ship to look like this. So you've got like these areas here that are recessed, looking like vents on the top as well. The detail in this rear segment is absolutely beautiful. A lot of his sort of rear engine designs are just really well thought out. Everything from these little vents that have been just created by building the blocks within to each other. So if we go around to the side, we've also got that little Gatling gun there, and look what he's done here. This is quite cool. He's actually got a cargo container in the center. He's surrounded with by blast box, and then he's created these sort of exhaust ports, I'm getting, or maybe it's some way of grabbing and moving the engine, or even pulling off that cargo container like it's a rechargeable pack. I don't know, but there's just so much thought gone into this design. So we come back here, we've got these fins that retract and extend, I'm guessing through different sorts of flight modes, but we'll have to see when we get into the cockpit. And around at the back we've got this very dangerous and intimidating looking power pack. Look at that, look at them red lights, look at that hydrogen thrusters. Look, oh, you know, look at that, that's just a button that is cut down and it's created that sort of effect on the engine bay. That's a really nice idea, I love that. So let's continue and go a little bit towards the front and we'll get ourselves within this ship. The final thing I want to do is just show you underneath. So underneath doesn't fail to disappoint. Again, we've got 3 docking ports. So we've got 1, 2, 3 across the side, as well as a sort of antenna and a little Gatling. And just look at this, what he's done here though. He's added this little cell onto the back that I believe is like a rotor cut down behind these Gatling guns, just to make a little bit more detailing within them themselves. Just a really nice idea. Once again, it flows into these sort of engine pods that you can imagine along the back. So as we actually come up into this ship, you'll see that we've got this little ramp located here. Now the ramp can be accessed by this little button on the back. It's a quick up and down raise, as well as a little light switch that goes on. As we go into this cabin, we have a little monument to Admiral Akbar, you can see there, with a little hat on, very nice indeed. We've got a little office station that gives us some information on our weapons, as well as 2 beds that is created using the LCD screens. I just really like that idea as using them as beds. It just sets up that simple sort of bed look. We've got the light for the back door at the back there that flashes when it's accessed, like so, and we can press it once more again. So as we continue going around the back of the ship, my mag boots are going me a little bit crazy, we've got a little desk where it looks like we're working on a Gatling gun or something. We've got a button here that toggles on the corner light, so we can turn our corner light on and off, you can see there, so we can see our workstation and what we're working on. Too bad there's not like a proper workstation we could put there in station, like in Space Engineers. And then on this side we also have toggle interior lights, so you can see we turn the light out in that area as we venture into this front area. Now look at this. This is just great. This is, I guess, some sort of cooking device, and he's cut down some blocks in such a way where it looks like a little stove and a pot. and on that side we've just got some basic detail work done once again there, as well as a piston just to create some more detailing within the ship. So as we come into this area, once again we have an interior light that we can turn on and off in that section, so if we don't want to. We've got a little bit of a spear, some sort of ornament I'm guessing, and a table, or a little chair to sit on, and a table to maybe eat your food that you've just cooked. So it seems like a one-person ship. And on this side, of course, you need a toilet. Look at some of this detailing in here though, if I don't end up walking up the wall of the toilet and falling in the toilet itself. So he's got a picture of toilet roll. That's quite upsetting actually, isn't it? You can't actually use toilet roll. You're just stuffed with it, right? And up here it looks like some sort of rack, maybe to hold your toothbrushes and whatnot. And then I'm guessing that's a little bit of a light switch up there as well for the toilet, so we can turn the light out in that. And let's head up to the bridge if I can, get my mag boots to work. So now that we're actually in the bridge of the ship, over on this side we've got some more detailing work with some timer blocks and computers above. We've got landing gear status, locked, piston on and off. We've also got the overall block content of the ship so we can see if it's damaged. And on this side we have a floor pan script menu so we can scroll through the various features. So for instance, if we want to press enter on that, we can actually go up through the various panels, like this is actually a computer. So we can tick the various options and go through the systems itself, and press down and so on as we navigate through them various menus. So you can see if I press down, it will navigate through that menu and it will select the different options that I want. Just a really cool thing. So if, say for instance, we want the reload systems, let's go down to select that, another 2 down. That is enter, so that is activating the reload systems, or reload panels I believe. Let me just have a quick look, and that is also going back through the menus. We can actually navigate back through. Very cool, I like that. It feels like a real sort of computer. Sadly the buttons are a little bit too large, but let's hop into the cockpit and see how this ship handles. Of course we've got the hydrogen levels on the right, very nice to see. We've got our sort of altitude-ometer there with the ship in the center. We've also got a screen that's offline on the left. Now we've got a lot of different controls and systems to have a go about, but let's see how this thing turns and handles first. So it seems that we've got a good bit of acceleration, got a little bit of lag with the camera there, and I'm just going to quickly check, make sure I know what each one of these blocks. So this is Gatling missiles on 1, so we'll give them a little bit of a firing up. So you can see, look how cool that is when they're firing and they're rotating as well. I really like that idea, so let's hit that again, and that'll stop them from actually firing. Just a really nice idea, a nice system, especially when they're rotating away like that. Seems like it's just an ultimate volley. The spinning motion gives it a little bit of effect too. So let's stop them. We go to our next menu, that is the timer block weapons trigger now, and we've also got the blocks for landing. So let's trigger our weapons first of all. So you can see inside the cockpit we've activated the weapons on and off. So you can see we've got various different settings. You can see that they activate the defenses, so everything's flashing red, so we can activate them again. You can see the lights stop flashing, and it, well, I guess it just activates the defensive countermeasures. So that's going to be the little turrets and whatnot that are around the ship. So going on to menu number 3, let's just double check, that is the timing landing gear. So let's have a look at that. This should just deploy the landing gears really and fold away some of the engine bays. Very nice indeed, and it'll reverse that, activate the thrusters, so when you're taking off and so on. Very nice. Let's go through a few more options. So we've got the planetary assistance, so that allows us to turn the thrusters on and off. So I'm guessing that's underneath thrusters, yep. So that can save a little bit of hydrogen when we're in space. And we've also got menu number 7. So menu number 7 is trigger now timer block door. So I'm guessing this is the little hatch at the back. Yes, it is. Very nice indeed. Let's see if there's a secondary menu. There shouldn't be. Or maybe there is. Let me just switch to that. Yeah, we've just got basic Gatling gun control on that second menu that are activating from underneath and on top. So you've got a lot of firepower in this ship. Just a really nice design. It seems to handle quite well. We might have to quickly take it down to a planet and have a go there. So we're down on one of my favourite sort of planets at the moment, or the Mars type planet. Something that I really like. I like the terrain, I like how it feels and the scale of it as well, compared to some of the other planets that feel a little bit funky at the moment, especially the Earth planet. I just don't like it. It doesn't feel or look as intimidating and as cool as the Mars type planet. So let's actually attempt to do a little bit of landing in this clearing. So what I'm going to do is activate number 3. That'll close off our engine bays at the back, and it allows us to come down into this clearing, hopefully not too fast. Let's reduce the speed a bit, pull back on the stick, just check to our front cockpit. Not got too much good view of landing areas. Slowing down's quite fast, well, quite slow as well. So bring it in, maybe just pull it back a little bit on the stick, so we increase our slower speed even faster. and then we'll just bring it down into this area here. It would be nice if there's a little bit more dust on this Mars-type planet. And landing gears are pretty much on the ground. Well, they went a little bit through the ground. And we can activate number 7. That'll drop the rear door. So there we go. There's the rear door drop down. I'd like to unpower it, but I know it'll sink through the floor a little bit. Let's just have a quick look. Activate our legs, and we'll walk out through the back onto the planet's surface. So you can see a little bit of an issue there is trying to get out the back in case you come on a slope. But look at that, just an absolutely beautiful ship. Definitely check this one out on the workshop. Bruce Leedle is pumping out some amazing ships. Check out the rest of the things on his workshop as well. Lovely. Anyway, I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.